Welcome back to YouTube. Or welcome back to something. I don't know. Maybe you're watching this on a website or in an email or something like that. There's lots of places you could be seeing it. But it's been a while since I made like a how to play video. Been pretty busy with life and really a day job because this is not it. Wanted to show you this guy. This is the Inglewood Instruments Model 1. This is prototype. We're in production mode right now. There's a wait list if you're not on it. If you're watching this in early, mid 2024, you still have an opportunity to jump on and get it in the know and get opportunity to buy the very first production run. Cherry top, maple, purple heart. So, a little sales pitch there. Now I want to jump into Coldplay's Fix You. This is possibly one of the most covered and explained songs on the internet, having looked at it a little bit. There might even be other videos on these types of channels for this type of instrument, but I wanted to show you a few ways to play it. It turns out it's not the easiest song to play in the sense of like the way some of the other ones that I've shown you are. Like Jolene is 2 frets, if you want to play it in the simplest fashion, 2 frets. This is more like 4 or 5, depending on how you want to approach it. There's also that little lead line that happens in the bridge section. There's also 3 sections to the song. So there's a lot more going on. Therefore, I wanted to provide today just one like level 1 entry to how to do this, okay? So we're gonna have other videos where I'm gonna show you a few more ways you could approach the chords, approach the lead line and stuff, but this is for the just getting you started, whether you're new to the instrument or you just wanna like figure out how to play and sing at the same time, which is its own skill, or you want to just figure out the basic structure of the song, and then you wanna graduate up to different chords or use your own off of the cheat sheets that I have. Go to the website, download free cheat sheets. You know, those are all options, but for today, we're just going to do one finger. Some of you are aware that the way this instrument works, it's tuned DAD in this case. So you can get a whole key just by barring across all the strings. Your ear's going to imply the tonality of the key, which if you're not a musical person may make no sense, but as you play along, as you hear me doing it, hopefully it will make more sense because you're like, oh, I hear the song in there. Some of that's because I'll be singing it and that'll shape the whole thing up. So enough talking, here we go. So open is D, it's the 1 chord. Then we're gonna play the 2nd fret, that's technically F sharp. We're gonna play up to the 5th fret, which is G. Nope, it's B minor, B, then back down to A, which is the 5 chord. That's the verse. That's the only 4 pieces of the verse. So, and they're each for 2 beats. It's a slow progression. 2, 1, 2. Good. 2, 2, 1, and 2. When you try your best, but you can't see. I'm gonna bang over the lyrics intentionally. When you get what you want, but not what you need. When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse. Right? So there's your whole verse. I know there's a 2nd verse that comes after that, for the sake of education and brevity, we'll just move on to the chorus. 2 frets, 3rd, 4th, that's G and A. Pretty straightforward. So lights will guide you home, and in your bones, I will try to fix you. And then you're back into the chorus. I mean the verse. And we are at the bridge. So there's 2 parts to the bridge. You got the little lead line of and then you got the chord progression that you sing over the lyrics. So we're going to cover that part first. So then we've got all the pieces to sing over, and I'll let you figure out the best way to, I'll show you some ideas, but then you can figure out maybe how you want to handle the lead line if that's even of interest to you, because there's layers of complexity we could add to that, which is also stuff I'd like to handle in a later video when we're getting into more complexity elsewhere. So we actually need quite a few of these frets for the bridge, but the bridge is nice because it's slower. Every chord is only one measure long, so it's, you know, like and I'm playing the eighth notes, by the way. I'm playing, it would normally be. So I'll just do it with the eighth notes, because that's the rhythm of the song. That's what we're used to hearing. So we just start open. Tear stream, third fret, and then fourth fret. So that's D, G, D, A. And then it goes up, grabbing what's the B minor. And that's actually to replace the D. So it's actually D, G, D, A. It would kind of repeat, except they're replacing that B minor for the D. D, G, B minor, G, D, A. So it's two patterns, kind of interchanging there. And that repeats. And up to and then the only change for all that, so you do that progression, both pieces of it 3 times, and then the last time they do it, they go learn from my mistakes, and then back to the B minor on the back half of that. I know people want to hear me do the whole thing, and I will, but it'll have to be in a separate video because we're already running a little long on this one. Let me show you that lead line that you can splice in where you want to. It's actually pretty easy in the sense that there's only 3 notes in that lead line. It's just the high D, and then the A above it, and then back and forth on that. And then you need to actually have the C sharp, which is right here. So it would be, this is one way you play it, is just hitting that high string. So it'd be do that 3 times, and then you go. The nice thing or interesting thing about that last note is, because he's playing with delay on the guitar, it's a little bit squishy as to when and where he's actually moving between that note and the D. So I can't give you a specific way to do it. I just hang on it. And with the open strings, the top D, you're getting the rub of that C sharp and that D together, which is also what's happening on the recording. So it sounds right. And you know, so feel free to mess around with that. So you could do it with the open string at the top. You can also slide from here to there. Since he's doing a slide in the song, that might be your preference, in which case you could either play them all open, or you could just play the low and the middle string, doing it and muting the top one with your finger by just resting it on your top string. Gotta hit it though. so that might be, I need your feedback. Leave comments on whether or not that part is a little bit tricky, a little bit helpful, straightforward. I don't know. The thing about YouTube is, without feedback, I don't know if I'm helping you or not. So, you know how people say leave comments, like, subscribe, all that? And it's actually not just important because algorithms like to know what to do, but also because then I know what to make. So feel free to leave those comments. Again, this is a Model 1 river guitar in the Dulcimer format. You can find it over on the website. You can find the join the waitlist right now in this little weird window of time. If you're watching this video late in 2024, they're still going to be available. They're just not on the pre-order at that point. So, and then there are free resources for downloading over on the website, and I encourage you to go grab those because they're pretty great. And with that, I am Ryan at Inglewood Instruments, and good day to you.